Right now, as you watch this, a child in Gaza is being wrapped in a white shroud, and the only sound left in that home is silence. The world scrolls. Leaders talk. News reports shift to bigger things: Israel versus Iran, Iran versus America. But nobody asks, why is Gaza still bleeding? Why has no one saved them? Why do we, the Ummah, feel so powerless, even though we are more than 1 billion strong? The answer is painful. It's not because we don't care. It's because they made us this way. They, the so-called superpowers, the world order, the Zionist regimes, and even the traitors within our own ranks, designed a world where Muslim blood is cheap and Muslim unity is dangerous. They taught us, you can feel bad, but don't act. You can pray, but don't rise. You can cry, but don't organize. And we believed it. They crushed resistance with airstrikes, silenced voices with sanctions, and bought Muslim rulers with fear, dollars, and diplomacy. And now, we watch as innocent people in Gaza die not from war, but from being abandoned. Let's be real. If even one Muslim nation truly acted, Gaza would not still be under rubble. But they won't. Why? Because these Muslim regimes are not free. They are puppets wearing thobes, flags that say Islam, but hearts that fear Washington more than Allah. And while they dine in palaces, our brothers in Rafah starve for a single slice of bread. To every Muslim watching this, don't carry shame for being helpless. They built this system to make you feel helpless. They wanted you to question your faith, to say, what can my dua even do? To believe that unless you're in power, you are nothing. But wallahi, this is not your fault. You are not weak. You've just been taught to think you are. The Prophet said, the strongest among you is not the one who defeats others in battle, but the one who controls himself when angry. Today, we are angry, but we don't know where to send that anger. And while we wait for leaders to act, we must ask, what's really going on in this world? Let me paint it clearly. Imagine a body full, healthy, united. That was the Ummah once, but now, the heart our faith is beating. The eyes, our tears still work, but the hands are tied, the feet are broken, the mouth is stitched shut, and the organs are left to bleed out one by one. Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, Yemen, Palestine, Sudan, Kashmir, India, and the body just lies there. Not because the heart doesn't feel, but because the limbs can't move. That's the Ummah today. And how did we get here? Because we abandoned the rope of Allah and hold firmly to the rope of Allah all together and do not be divided. But today we argue over flags, schools of thought, alliances, and borders drawn by colonial hands. We left the Quran as a book of recitation, not transformation. And now we wonder why the world does not fear us, why the Ummah cannot protect even its own children. So ask the real question, why is the blood of Gaza so easy to spill? Because when the enemy knows you won't respond, they don't stop. And when the world sees Muslim leaders prioritizing deals over dignity, they know the Ummah may cry, but it will not rise. And you know what hurts the most? The people of Gaza. They don't even ask for armies anymore. They just ask, please don't forget us. Please tell our story. Please make dua. And even that feels like a weight on our broken shoulders. So what do? Wallahi, we may not have tanks, but we still have tongues that speak truth, hearts that cry for justice, hands that make dua to the Lord of the worlds. And if that's all we have, we use it every day, every night, until Allah opens a path. Because this system will not last forever. The walls will crack, the tyrants will fall, And when Allah sees sincerity in the Ummah again, victory will come. Indeed, the help of Allah is near. America, the UK, France. They give lectures on freedom and human rights, while arming the very hands that drop bombs on Palestinian babies. They sanction the oppressed and protect the occupiers. They flood Gaza with bombs and then send a few aid trucks, just enough for a photo. Is this mercy, or is this the devil's business, wrapped in diplomacy? And when Muslims speak out, they are called radicals. But when Israel flattens hospitals, they are called defenders. And when it is said to them, "Do not cause corruption on the earth," they say, "We are only reformers." Verily, it is they who are the corruptors, but they perceive not. You say, "I'm not in power, what can I do?" Wallahi, you can do a lot. You can make sincere dua with tears. You can educate others, be a voice, not an echo. You can boycott their tools, their propaganda, their products. You can raise children who carry courage in their hearts, not fear. You can purify your own heart, because Allah gives victory only to a purified people. Indeed, Allah will not change the condition of a people until they change what is within themselves. You don't need a throne to please Allah. You just need a sincere heart and action. Let me tell you something that may sound strange at first. Allah is helping Gaza. He just isn't helping in the way we expected. And that right there is where most people fail to understand God. Allah is not absent. He's watching who exposes themselves. In moments like this, Allah does not instantly destroy the enemy. Not because He cannot, but because He is exposing the hearts of mankind. The liars who speak of human rights while watching babies get blown apart. The Muslim rulers who raise their flags but lower their honor. The people who cry at fake tragedies on screens but blink past real genocide. The scholars who choose silence over sacrifice. The Muslim who posts Palestine flags but scrolls away when donations are needed. The Zionist who drops bombs and the governments who hand him the button. This is not just war. This is the day of judgment, slowly unrolling frame by frame, while people think it's just the news. Think of the system like this. Imagine a massive divine courtroom, the accused, Zionist regimes, hypocrite rulers, oppressive nations. The evidence, every soul buried under Gaza's dust. But Allah, the most just, does not judge without witnesses. So He opens the stage and lets the world act. He lets tyrants reveal themselves, cowards show their fear, traitors expose their deals, leaders expose their slavery, and the oppressed to rise in honor that no missile can erase. Allah is not testing the people of Gaza. They've already passed. He is testing the rest of us by keeping them alive. Because if He took them all in one night, who would remain to prove the corruption of this world? He lets the bombs drop, not to show that He is distant, but to show you how far gone we are. Gaza is not a battlefield, it's a mirror, and everyone who looks at it sees their truth. The world we live in is not what you think. It's not about who has weapons. It's not about who has media. It's not even about who's right or wrong. This world is a test of truth versus illusion. And Allah, the one who sees all, has designed this world with one secret. When the oppressed are patient, they gain eternity. But when the oppressors succeed, they dig their own hell with every bullet. So if you think Gaza is losing, you don't understand how God works. Allah is giving the tyrants rope. Every bomb, every child's death is another proof, another chain, another mark for them in hell. He is not silent, He is witnessing. And the day his justice arrives, it will not come like a headline. It will come like a flood that never stops. Ask yourself, if Allah instantly helped every innocent and destroyed every tyrant in one day, would you worship him because you love him? Or would you fear him like you fear a sword? Real faith is proven when God delays his power and you still believe. That's what makes Gaza different. They are not waiting for tanks. They are not waiting for armies. They are still saying, Hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakil. Allah is enough for us. And maybe that's why they're being honored through this pain, because in a world where everyone worships power, they still worship the unseen. Allah is not helping Gaza? No. Allah is using Gaza to help the rest of the world see who they really are. And if you feel helpless, don't ask, where is Allah? Ask, where am I in this story? Are you another coward? Or another believer holding the line until the divine decree falls? Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.